Concordia, which commits the government parties to bring an end to the unacceptable executive practice where no record is kept of ministerial involvement with an issue and resulting decisions. And also I'm minded of the Taoiseach's first speech here as Taoiseach, when he told us and the people of the state, "Today I enter into a covenant with the Irish people. Honesty is not alone our best policy, but our only policy. The new government will tell the people the truth, regardless of how unwelcome or difficult that may be. We will tell it constantly and unreservedly." And yet there has been no effort to keep this in spirit, in practice, or indeed to bring it into law. And there's a number of controversial examples of this. The one which has just been cited, the crucial meeting involving the Taoiseach, the Secretary-General of the Department of Justice and Equality, before he was dispatched to the home of the former Garda Commissioner. And, you know, there are various takes and versions of what happened at that meeting. The Taoiseach of the day, Deputy Gilmore, stated that the Taoiseach had told him that it was his position that he may not be able to express confidence in the Commissioner at the following day's Cabinet meeting. The Taoiseach denies this, and there's no minute to verify which one of them is telling the truth. So I'm wondering, was it a deliberate act that there was no minute taking? Was that a decision that was taken even informally, that it would not be minuted? Or was it just bad practice? Did someone forget to do it? And then we have the 23 meetings that took place between An Bord Gáis and the Department of the Environment, Community and Local Government between April and September 2012 on Irish water. Of these 23 meetings, only 10 had minutes, and of these, 5 amounted to one typed page. And the former Minister, Phil Hogan, had 2 meetings with...
I think we're straying a bit now, Deputy.
Well, it's the same point, because there are no minutes of 2 meetings.
Questions to the Taoiseach, thanks.
Okay. Well, this is about, if I understand it, Concordia.
No, it's a record keeping in his department. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I make the point that the commitment was given by the Taoiseach that they would end the practice up until then of not minuting meetings, or that where no record was kept of ministerial involvement with an issue and resulting decisions. And famously, that was the case over a range of meetings between ministers and, in this particular case, Mr Hogan and Bord Gáis officials. So coming to my point, the election, we're advised, won't be until the spring. So there's still time to bring into law what you committed to do in your programme for government. You've still time to introduce legislation in consultation with and the support of the opposition parties. There's still time to bring in new practices and rules within the government and the civil service to ensure that proper minutes are kept by government departments. And that perhaps would save this issue being perpetually flung at you, Taoiseach, in the last throes of your government. So I would ask you, will you do this? Will you use the next short period to introduce the legislation that's required?
Taoiseach.
Deputy Adams is aware that minutes of every government meeting are taken. Minutes of all Cabinet subcommittee meetings are taken. Minutes of meetings with outside organisations, agencies, companies or individuals are taken. There are meetings, I'm quite sure, between public servants on a regular basis about issues of progress or whatever, and they're probably not deemed to be formal meetings. In the case of the meeting referred to, obviously the people who were present at that meeting, including myself, made written statements to the Commission of Investigation, proceeded to give oral evidence at the Commission of Investigation, and that was considered and presented in a report which was published on the 1st of September by the Commission. And I was happy to I was happy to,
Sorry, Deputy,
to note
please,
that the report took account of all of the evidence provided and set out in detail the sole members' findings and conclusions about the matter.
In terms of your